So they skip one card. Fantastic. Well done with the chase there. The next card will trigger twice. Ooh, does it stop me for 2 turns? It doesn't matter. They have so much internal injury. That's why they don't deal enough damage, like I said. What is going on, brothers and sisters? Welcome back to Xian. We are going into the Exorcism battle here, which is about one random person will randomly be infected by demonic chi, so they'll gain the demonic haunt chi cards and burst, while the remaining players will get firecrackers, waiting for rabbit, and inheritance of the secret enchantment. So we are gonna start off into a nice game here and hope maybe I can become the demonic chi user, but otherwise we're gonna take them down. And honestly, I kind of want to be on the other end and take down, because I believe it's gonna be a lot easier if you're the demonic chi user. If you're getting that chi burst card with the haunts, oh my, they stack so good, because the haunt cards start off by doing 4 damage and giving you 2 internal bleeding, whereas and it scales up to 3 and then 4, but you get them like almost every turn, I believe. And then eventually when you get the demonic chi burst, which is a base of 20 damage up to 25 and then 30, and then as well as additional damage for every bleed status on them. So it's pretty crazy. So I went with Wehu here because I think he'll be good at taking down the enemy. Oh my god, we're the demonic user. All right, so here we go. We're gonna mess these guys up so bad right now. Okay, so oh my, that's so good. Can I get a chi builder? Oh my. Do that then. That's an amazing start. So yeah, so the demonic chi haunt here, let's look at it's about to go, but 4 and 2, 4 and 3, and then 4 and 4. So the stacks of internal injury go up to 4. So the reason I went with Wehu here is because I wanted to make sure I had a card. Oh, they used a firecracker to skip my card. Funny. The reason I went with him is because I wanted to make sure I had a guy that if I didn't have demonic chi, I could build a deck that could snipe someone down fast, because this deck, although it starts off as a slow burn, it becomes an absolute sniper. And I'll show you. We are going to slap people. I'm going to go with Musician, because Musician goes very well with scaling of internal injuries, as well as like gaining HP, gaining chi, anything of those side statuses, it's super good for. So I'm gonna level that up, and then I do want to keep this. Honestly, it might be we'll just eat the food and send it. So we'll get some stacks here and get a little bit of this. Let's see, what did they do? So they don't have any firecrackers. Who was smart and used a firecracker? You did. 2 people. 3 people, or is that 4? That was 3. Yeah, that was 4 people. So the firecrackers are going to be huge, and I think it's going to be whoever doesn't level them up to level 3, and whoever keeps 2 of them at level 2, or maybe a couple at level 1. Because getting those hex proofs will be good to stop me from building my internal injuries, but also they need to be paying attention to my card ordering and countering my demonic chi burst, so I cannot hit them with the big damage. See, like, look, we're at 100. It's gonna be hard to beat us. All right, breakthrough. Every time I absorb, should I get a side job card? Max HP could be good, but I want an extra card. Okay, so let's just plop this in here. We're just gonna keep moving down the board. This is my play for now. And I don't even think I want to roll, because there's nothing in this range I actually care about. Eventually, I'm not going to have any wood spirit either. These are just my fillers. So let's just eat. I'll save the seal just in case. And we'll send it. Who we versing? We're versing you. You kept a firecracker on your second card, so we'll skip one of these. Honestly, fine. The best thing they could probably do is to get it done on their first turn. So that way they can get hexproof on themselves and skip a card. And especially them, I think they might be AFK now, because they had 3 cultivation and they had a normal attack. So they definitely didn't take their turn. Let's see if they have 5 cultivation. Nope, 12. So they did take their turn. So they must have just went AFK for a moment. Welcome back. All right. Are they gonna skip? Nope. Did they remove the card? Okay, you're skipping that card. Honestly, to my advantage, it's the best card to be skipped. Well, actually, no, because I'm doing 12 damage with that card plus healing myself. So it's actually a really good card for me right now. All right, and none of these help me, so I'm just going to draw a card because that helps me now. So I'm going to... That's only 5 cards, so I can't level up unless I ate my demonic chi burst, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to add it to our hand here. Okay, and that's good. I'm going to eat these. And ready up. I love the art on this demonic chi here with the chi beast. So nice. Just looks so good. I love the art style in this game. Whoever does the art for the cards, it's like a 10 out of 10. They're so nice. Some of them nice and simple, like the little wood spirit seal here. So nice. The little bud spirit. So we got a 5 element sect here. They could give me problems if they build their deck hard and fast. Good little smash defense. Doesn't work for me, but it could be working for some of their opponents. All right, it looks like they might be going for a world smash, which is a great build to use against me. So they've already got 3 elements down, which is fantastic. Wait, we're going to break through. I don't care about this, but I might want it still. Add a cheat, useless. Exchange card chance. No. Add 4 speed. You know, I'm going to do that just because I can use that to my advantage to make it so I'm faster than people. Just by adding cards to the end of my deck here. Because eventually I don't need to have all these. I'm actually going to probably end my game around the 4th or 5th card, just depending how we go. This is pretty good, but this will affect me as well. So I don't really care for that. I think I might... I'm trying to think of what magician cards. I'm pretty sure there are a few blue ones I want. But I'm going to save most of my rolls for the end game, I think. You know, I'm going to get rid of this too. 1 incense stick worth of time later. We're just going to slap them with internal injuries. Good, they skipped 1, got some hexproof. That was fantastic. It basically almost renders that next turn useless, and this one half as useful to me. It's a great play there. And then what they need to have is big damage. Good, little bit of shield to stop my end attack there. The only thing is they need to stop me on this turn. And they can't, obviously, because they had the other firecracker in there. It's a good idea. Honestly, I believe it's super hard to defeat the demonic user in the beginning because you have to hit hard and fast. All right, so gain 4 attack. That's not useful to me. I'm going to just slide this in here. And we're just going to eat these. Craze, Dance Tune. Both players' cards add 2 attack. Nothing I need. And then eventually now I'm going to start combining these demonic chi haunts together because we should be getting a burst soon, I'm hoping. And if that's the case, that's when people are going to get slapped. They're doing pretty well here. I'm not a big fan of the Hepastar Pavilion, but they can pump out some damage depending who you use. I love this individual though. For every 8 cards absorb, draw an extra card. Fantastic. Only traces. Great card with a post action. I want to try building a post action deck at some point with this individual. I think it'd be really fun and could really confuse people. Right, what do you got for me? Are you adding... At the beginning of your turn, add a stack to my opponent. But it only does it 2 times. Such a waste of a card, honestly. Like, I don't like this card, not at level 1 at least. Because it's 2 stacks. So there's so many other things you can do for 2 damage, right? Like, that ain't it. All right, and now This card ignores. I'm going to do this. So they're using on their second one. I'm going to go first most of the time anyways, so that's fine. Oh, we can level up. Breakthrough. Don't care about this. Draw an Immortality Faces Fortunes card? I mean, yeah. Ah, I had that one already. I actually should have just exchanged it, but I was so upset that I already had that card. I wanted to see if I could get a new card so I could have added it to our collection since the game tracks which fortune cards and secret cards that you find. Like, I thought that would be nice, but it's all right. I didn't get it this time. Maybe next time. Welcome in, brother. I love the professional Go player. All right, he skipped my weakest one. It's all right. Got another one. So he's got 4 stacks of hexproof, which is good for him. It's going to really slow the burn down because, look, he only has 3 internal injuries on him. He got rid of one of my chi. That could have hurt me if he had that timed a little more accurately to affect my wood spirit, because then I would have had to sit down there for a turn and wait it out. And there it is, demonic chi burst. So I'm going to do this, this, and that. Do something like this. I'll just do that. All right, let's get some cards here. Or potentially. I don't know if we will, but, you know, here's the hope, right? Hey, they shot past me in Destiny, you cheat. She used a card or an ability. It's all right, we'll knock her back down. Both players lose chi. World Smash. Love World Smash. I'm getting terrible rolls now. It's awful. Oh, you know what? I wasn't in the phase I thought I was. For some reason, I thought I had just made it through the immortality phase. Whoops. That's all right. For some reason, I thought I was at the very end of the shtick. Right, this is where I'm going to have to start paying attention to people's builds and move stuff around. Because actually, I should have looked at them to see if they had the firecracker in, and if so, where is it? Because if it's here, it would have skipped my next card, which would have hurt me, because now they're dead. 4th turn. Fantastic playthrough. All right, so with that, I'm going to put that here. Ah, here we go. Players will gain 1 stack of internal injury at the beginning of their turn. That's a card I am looking for, and actually, I will keep rolling. Didn't get another one, but that's okay. That is what I'm looking for, because if I can get that to be like level 2, at least level 2 before I can use it, but preferably level 3. That'll be a great addition to the team. This individual is not using it, but they could be putting it back in to fight me. So because of that, I'm just going to give myself 1 extra turn. I'm going to put a buffer in, just in case. So if they saw that I had it there, instead of them skipping this, they'll now skip my wood spirit seal. Gotta play a little mind game with these people now. So I'm gonna continually alter my deck a bit, like maybe I'll put it here one time. But for now, we're just gonna move it by 1. Then sometimes I'll move it further down. Until we get another, that is. There's no reason for me to add these together. I'll put 2 in side by side before I add them together. Let's see. Are they going to be one that smartens up and adds something in? I don't think so. Nope. The answer to that was a big fat nosy. Now they're dead. Oh, that was a practice puppet. I didn't even realize. How can I tell if they're a practice puppet? That word means practice puppet. So there's 2 of them. Okay. Liz is in. They're using a firecracker on their 2nd slot. They have just about the same chi as I do, and they already have a chase in as well. So, if I go first, I'll go, then she'll go. I'll go, and then she'll go, and she'll skip my wood spirit seal. And then I'll continue down the line. Okay. This is a great card, but it's not that useful for us at the moment. Do that. spin a bit, see if I can level this up. And I've been really unlucky with getting my musician cards. It's crazy to me because I'll play... Why not? Just do this. Oh, breakthrough. Earth Spirit cards. Cultivation +6. Yes. I'll take 6 cultivation. That way I can more so guarantee to go first. I also have 4 speed, so if people do tie my cultivation, I effectively have 4 more cultivations. So, because I only have 1 element in my deck, and we took that level up ability that gave me 4 speed if I only had 1 element in the deck. All right, let's see if she kept the Firecracker in the same position. She did not. Oh, she chased. So it did end up being in the same position. So I played that perfectly. Might not kill her with this hit here, but we'll follow up with damage. And here it is. See, it's all right that it skipped Archie. It's fine. And now we've got another one of these. So if I plop you in here, and now if I actually just start doing this, I'm okay with them just skipping these. I'll put this at the end because it's right here. So if there are 5 element cards in your deck and only contains 1 element, add 4 speed. And it's cultivation plus speed is the highest. So effectively I have actually 67 cultivation, and I'll just keep the Wood Spirit Seal in the deck. Not a big deal. So now we've made it to the end. Nice. Ooh. I do like that card. Oh, man. It could be fun to use something like that, but it just adds one more thing to our deck. They don't have a dynamite, but it could be they could be holding it in their hand like they really should be. Just for little old me. I really want to use this somehow, but like this is only 2 stacks, so like even if I put it here, you know what, this will affect them more. They'd get like 6 or 8 stacks in. Do something like this. Not sure which, if they use a Firecracker, where they're going to use it since it's not in their hand right now. Oh, this is a practice puppet again. They don't have a Firecracker. I kind of wish, like, if they were going to use practice puppets in this, make them really good. Like, at least let people learn from the practice puppet to a certain extent, right? Like, that's great, though. They had a lot of good shields. Earth could really do well against a deck like this. No, 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 and no. All right. Chase, they're gonna gain their rabbit. Ooh, so they actually already have their rabbit. God, I need my cards to come in or I'm gonna get slapped hard and fast. Yeah. So the magician, I wish I could look at the musician a bit, but the musician has 2 cards in it that work well together for our deck. The first one is it gains 2 chi, and then you immediately chase if you've already used a musician card or if your next card is a musician card. And then you use that in tandem with a card that is, it starts off by costing 2 chi, and it stops everyone from being able to use chase. So it's very important for this, I bet, because if people have chase in their deck, like I have no chase right now, right? Like I just don't. I have 1 at the end, but using 2 cards to give me chase is not effective, right? So it's effectively just using 1 card anyways. So I might as well keep everything else the same. I'm gonna do this. No. I don't think they're good enough. I can't remember. I don't think they started to try and obliterate me. Ooh. Almost messed that up. I'm gonna do that instead. Okay, so they skipped my first one. Good for them. So this person, I gotta remember their name here, because they were smart enough to skip one of my cards. If they ended up having their second dynamite there, they would have went really far with this build. They would have gotten to the end of their turn for sure. That was great. 10 out of 10. Great attempt. Don't care about max health. All right, didn't get him again. It's all right. So here you go. So they're going to use chase, and they're going to quickly move down the line. Now, they don't have a lot of damage, though. I could literally do nothing, and they'd kill themselves before they could kill me. Because they're going to lose 10 HP every time they take a turn now, right? So they'll take a turn and do this. And then every time they gain a stack of Hex, they'll deal 4 damage to me. So there's 12 damage, there's 12 damage, there's 16 damage. And then they're adding HP at the end. So hopefully they have a good fill at the end here, but they got some damage, but it's not a lot. They'll kill themselves first because they're going to do 10, 20, 30, 40. And then when they come back around, 50, 60, 70 before they hit their second time of using astral move. 69. What am I at? I'm at 78. So they're going to skip this card of mine. Whatever. We're not going to get here unless they plan their dynamites very well. Sorry, missed the beginning here. I was drinking my water and I wasn't paying attention to when the game started. The whole incense stick. So they skip one card. Fantastic. Well done with the chase there. The next card will trigger twice. Ooh, does it stop me for 2 turns? It doesn't matter. They have so much internal injury. That's why they don't deal enough damage, like I said. I'll do this. Here we go. So this is one right here. So I'm actually going to do this now. Because it'll just chase. It'll just kind of scare the people. And it staggers my cards a bit. I can switch in between these pretty often. Oh, here's the other one. So, this is what I would do. So they have at least 2 chase, but nothing great, honestly. Liz is gonna lose. This card's multiplied by 4 times the effect of Sword Intent and is not affected by weaken. 2, 5, 5. It'll do 26 damage. I mean, cool, I guess. Gee, they can't chase, and then we just go all the way through. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Locking in. I'm keeping this on the end here because I want to have that speed bonus of having a solo element in the build here. This should be skipped because I'm gonna go and then she'll go and I'll have this skipped, and then I just start with 8 internal injuries here. Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And this will stop everyone's chase from the rabbit here for these 2. It makes that completely useless for them. This is a great secret card here. Astral Move Dragon Slay. The card does additional, gets 5 times the appropriation for star points. So if they had 5 star points, to deal an extra 25 damage, which is fantastic. They changed the order around, all right. Chase, it's blocked, so they can't do it. Did they get rid of them? Why would you get rid of them? What is wrong with you? Draw a card. Merge them. Roll. Chi. Great card. If you've already added HP, chase. Next. Next. Eat the cards. So this is okay. Honestly, this is better than this. Meteorite meteor. What is this? This is new. Lose all star power and for each deal 8 damage. Oh, that's nice. So they've only got 4 star power though. Yeah. So they do 30 damage with this. Then they'll trigger this. And then they would do, what is it? It was 8 damage. Yeah, so 32, 64 damage. It is a great play. They're taking too long, though. But I understand what their objective is by using the Shadow Owl Rabbit. Because they would fly through this, because that would be the first turn. The second turn, they'd get to here. The third turn, they'd do this. And then the final turn, they would trigger the strike twice and do this, and they'd be on turn 4. So they need to move it up a bit. They need to gain more star power. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. These are useless. There's no reason to add a hexagrams. It's doing nothing. The flaw in the weakened works well, honestly. So if they, but they don't need it. So if they got rid of these, honestly, they might even be able to, because the flawed, they take an extra 40% damage. So if they did this and then their star power, they chase into the flaw here, and then on this slot they put in strike twice and meteorite meteor. And then they would do 64 damage plus 40%, which would be at, well, it might only be on one of them though. But they would deal them over 100 damage, and they would pretty much should be able to theoretically one-shot me. But now that I went first, that first card was completely pointless, and now it's like the game just starts. So this is why having my cultivation so high is really good, but also having that little extra speed in there helps. And look at that, they're done. Good fight. They did move their deck around. I'm curious to see what they did. They did almost what I said to do. Instead, they were going for strike twice on this. I don't know why though, because this card's only doing 30 damage, whereas this card is doing 32. So I get what they're thinking, but it's not quite there. They could get rid of this, add the flaw in here, chase into the flawed. But I think the after my turn ends, remove a stack. Yeah. And then they'd get the hit from that. So that would be so much better in my opinion. This guy, he has a firecracker on his second card. So we're gonna go, we go, and then he uses this. He can't chase unless he was smart enough to get rid of that card. He doesn't need it. And then he's gonna firecracker my continuous, which is actually fine. But why don't we do this? Nah. Yeah. I don't even think I need to change it up. No, let's confuse him. Let's do this. Let's hit him like this. Oh, I got another one of those. This can get it down to 0, so I can avoid having to use this card in the first place if I can get 2 more of them. I kind of doubt it. We've only got at best 2 rounds left, so. And we haven't taken a single loss yet, and I frankly don't expect to. Do I need this? I don't even need this anymore. Ready up. All right, let's see what you got for me, big boy. How did you lose to a bot? That's sad. That is sad. Yep, still left his chase in there. It's all right. You skipped 1. You're going to take that hit, and then you're going to die here. Actually, no, he won't die here. Good fight. He moved a lot of stuff up. How come I didn't chase? Oh yeah, because I turned off chase. Duh. Nice. He put up the biggest fight, even though I was just being goofy. Oh, and she lost to him anyways. Well, good fight, brothers and sisters. That is Yi Jian, the new exorcism event going on right now for the Chinese New Year. That is how you slap your foes left and right as the demonic user. If you become the demonic user and you follow these instructions, I guarantee you'll win every time. Guarantee it. Unless you make a bad move. That's why you got to pay attention to where people are using their firecrackers. I didn't care at the end, so I stopped. But you see here, the reward is another 100 seals. So if you do this twice after you finish your events, you will have all of your seals needed for all the items. But all right, brothers and sisters, if you're loving it, hit that like button down below. Hit that comment section as well. Let me know how your games are going. And if you verse me, I am so sorry. And make sure you subscribe so that way you can always be back here for that sweet, shabby content. But all right, brothers and sisters, as usual, this has been ShabbyDoo. I hope the rest of your day is not too shabby.